Okay, I'm doing this tonight. I wasn't going to film it, but I've just decided to film it. So I'm going to dye my eyebrows because I am a bit of like a redhead-ish, but my eyebrows get these really light hairs in them and I need to just dye them. So I use the Eyelure kit. You get the dye, the activator cream and a little spilly. I'm just going to put some of each of that in there and then mix it, and then I'll be back. So this is what it looks like before it's mixed. You can see the activator cream and the dye. I'm actually going to use a Q-tip to mix it because I just like to keep the little spilly thing clean, because I then put all this all in the box and use it a few times. Now these come in lots of different colours. This is basically what it looks like, and I'm going to use a Q-tip. I'm using this. I'm using like my camera as a mirror. I'm just going to put it on, and you need to like really coat your eyebrows, because if you don't, you end up with it being kind of patchy. So you're just putting like a fair amount. I don't do like one eyebrow at a time because I tend to take them off at like the same time, and if I was messing about with one eyebrow for a really long time, then it could end up that one eyebrow is darker than the other, and I don't want to do that. And I always put way too much stuff in, and what you also need to do is like push it back and make sure it gets like under all the hairs as well. You can absolutely put Vaseline like around your eyebrows if you are nervous about this going over your skin. I have found that it comes off pretty easy, so I don't do that. Watch this. This will be the time that it ends up all over my skin. And then once I've got a fair amount of that on, now watch where you put this down, because this could literally like dye things. So I'm putting that on the side. I'm grabbing the little spoolie and I'm like making sure that I'm brushing it through all of the hairs. And I can tell there's some bits at the end that don't have enough on them. So you can also be much more like sparse with this if you want to. Like as I said, for me, I put a fair amount of the dye in, which means that I waste a lot of it, 100%. So if you wanted to like just do a little bit, but I also dye my eyebrows darker because my roots are quite dark, and I really like the lived-in blonde because it's easier. If you've known me for any length of time, I absolutely had the platinum blonde, I had the full head dye blonde, had all the colours and everything. I really like right now the lived-in blonde, just because I think it looks really good and it grows out nice. So it means that if I don't get an appointment at the 6 weeks, it's not the end of the world, but I definitely also have blonde dysmorphia. Me and my hairdresser talk about this all the time. My hair is never quite as blonde as I want it to be. Like, I have blonde hair right now and I'm like, it's like brunette. No, it's not. It's blonde. So I'm just going to make sure this is all in. I also, I'm not going to lie, I do find this a little bit difficult because my eyesight's so bad. I'm literally getting right up close here, and I'm just going to scoop the stuff off with a clean Q-tip. Off, especially at the bottom. So I'm now going to rinse this off, and then I'll be back. I tend to leave it on. It tells you to leave it on, let me see. I don't even know how long it tells you to leave it on for. Under 15 minutes. I leave it on for longer than that. So I'll be back. Okay, do not be alarmed, because this is what it ends up looking like. Okay, it definitely looks a bit crazy. I'm now going to use a cotton pad. I'm going to use my face halo eventually, but I'm going to use a cotton pad with some water to just get most of it like out of my eyebrows. And I'm literally like soaking a cotton pad, I'm not. Okay, that is what the cotton pad's going to end up looking like. But like, how much better do they already look? Because they're just a bit darker. Now I could leave them on for longer. This was only about 15 minutes, maybe 20, probably 20 actually. But you could leave them on for longer if you wanted to. Okay, I'm going to grab my face halo now that most of it is out. Okay, with just water. And there you go. My eyebrows now are darker. As I said, like, it definitely, like, it's dyed my skin a little bit, but nothing that I'm concerned about, and nothing that like won't be gone after a little bit. But yeah, I feel like it just looks so much better. I prefer my eyebrows darker. Not everybody does. And I feel like what's been happening recently is when I've been putting like eyebrow stuff in, I've been really darkening them, and it's like been quite contrast, whereas now like this just looks better to me. So let me put my glasses on because I'm never just going about without my glasses. Yeah, that looks so much better, and that'll last for a few weeks. It has definitely been like longer than the, what does it say on the box? Lasts up to 6 weeks. It's been longer than that. But yeah. Hey, thanks for watching.